What's going on, guys? Pepperbelly here, bringing you some Ghost Recon Online closed beta gameplay, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this game. I'm saying that a lot for a lot of games, but I want to be serious here. Like, Ghost Recon Online, I remember hearing about it a while ago. I remember hearing it was going to be a free-to-play game. It was going to be the PC version of Ghost Recon Future Soldier, since they weren't going to be releasing a Ghost Recon Future Soldier for PC because of pirating and all that bullshit that people freak out about. And I'm about to get shit-faced right here. Yeah, there you go. I'm dead now. So I want to wait till I can respawn, and then I'm going to show you how it's really done. This is a really long gameplay, actually. I think it's 20 minutes, over 20 minutes roughly. And so you guys are going to be, I'm not going to commentate for 20 minutes, so don't worry about that. I'll let the gameplay kind of just roll out after a little while. But basically, this game, it's very, very good for a free-to-play game. I was like impressed with it. It's, of course, the graphics aren't like, whoa man, mind-blowing like Blacklight Retribution or anything like that. It still has pretty cool gameplay, and it feels like those really old school Ghost Recon, like Ghost Recon 2 sort of. It kind of feels like that, but it feels like Advanced Warfighter on the consoles, but put into a multiplayer game with all these cool gadgets you can use that you can purchase with requisition points, or these Ghost Recon point things that is what costs money. As you can see, I can cloak. There's 3 classes. There's Assault class, the Specialist, and the Recon. And I'm the Recon right now, and this is basically the the Sniper class. But as you can see, I don't have a sniper rifle equipped, because the Recon guys can carry a submachine gun or a sniper rifle. The Assault guys can carry an assault rifle. I forget what the second weapon is. I think it's a shotgun. No, that's Specialists carry light machine guns and shotguns. I really don't remember what the Assault guys carry. I know that obviously they're going to carry assault rifles, like that's a no-brainer. There's another weapon they carry. I don't remember exactly what it is. It probably is a submachine gun. I don't really remember. Every class carries a separate weapon type, so it's really cool like that. And the whole heads-up display and the map and everything you get, and the abilities you can have are pretty interesting and unique. The way they kind of go with it. There's also voice. There is voice recognition. Like, you can actually talk. There's voice chat in the game. I disabled it though, so you wouldn't hear a bunch of kids. And I mean, a lot of people actually use it in the beta, and it works pretty good too. Just a lot of people were talking and being really annoying, so obviously I'm going to like turn that down, like turn it off so you don't hear it in the video, and ruin the whole like immersion experience hearing kids yell all the time. Because I'm pretty sure in this gameplay right here, there's people like chatting, just swearing and getting really pissed off at each other, and like, oh, you're gonna get banned because you're being a naughty boy, and it's like, well, you're a bitch, oh, you know, and like that's pretty much all they were doing. Kind of stupid, but hey. And man, there's so much to talk about for this game. The weapons, the way you purchase items. I'm not sure if it's like, I'm pretty sure the way I'm getting the gist of it now. Now this is a closed beta and it's in phase 2, I believe. I'm not entirely sure if this is like the way they're going to be going about things permanently, because I mean, it seems like when you buy something with requisition points, it's a permanent item, and it's really easy, unlike Blacklight Retribution. Haha. Yeah, that's right, shame on you, Blacklight, for being so damn hard to acquire money to buy stuff permanently. But it seems in this one, and again, I'm saying it's a closed beta, so I could be entirely wrong. It could just be for now to test things out, but everything I purchase is permanent. That's the way it seems. There is no time limit. There's no indication of there being a time limit either. It's just like, oh, you go and purchase something, boom, you have it. And there's like level requirements for it too, and plus you make like every time you level up, you get like 1,000 requisition points, and a lot of weapons are only like 2,000 like requisition points, and you can just go and purchase them very easily. Like I bought already for this character, I purchased this MP5. On my other characters, I purchased like more assault rifles, better stuff, and right now I'm going to purchase like a new sniper rifle, obviously, that I can use. That'll be better than the M24 I was using, or the M40. I don't remember which sniper rifle I had default had on this, but either way, the purchasing system's pretty damn good, and the cover system and all the other things they had are added into the game. You can slide into cover, you can go prone. When you're prone too, as you can see right here, you can like, when you're in cover as well. Most games are like you go into cover, there's an automatic stance. You're either crouched or you're standing, right? Well, no, in this one you can choose. You can be like, oh, I want to be laying down in the prone position to get even lower. So say there's guys that have a higher vantage point and are shooting down at you, you can actually duck a little bit more just by hitting the prone button, and he'll actually lay right on the ground, leaning up against the cover, and it'll kind of like make that you a smaller target. If you're crouching, that works too. And you can stand up as long as there's... Oh, whoa, that guy just got raped. You can stand up as long as, like, you know, there's cover suitable for you to stand up in. Now, the abilities you get, that, like, for example, assault guys get blitz and this other heat damping thing, which basically causes damage over time to anyone that you kind of hit it with. It's like it causes an insane heat sensation in their body. That's what it says it does. Blitz is like you get a shield and you can charge a guy with it, which is ridiculous because you have these exoskeletons, which I thought was really cool because based off of real life technology, all this game, like everything in this game, except for that huge shield thing, I don't know what the hell that is. It's like a bubble shield that bullets can't penetrate for some reason. I don't really know what the fuck that's about, but I doubt that's like near technology, because if it is, holy shit, I am glad to be in the army right now because I know I will not die because I can just put up a bubble shield like Master Chief or some shit. Or a paladin from like freaking World of Warcraft. But anyway, a lot of the stuff you see in the game is based off of real life tech, and the exoskeleton that the assault guys get, which is really sweet. It's actually developed by Lockheed Martin in real life. I remember seeing a video on it. It's like somehow you can carry like a ton of shit, literally a ton, like a lot of weight on you by using this exoskeleton. And it's like the beginning of all these super suits and shit. That's what people are saying it is. Like, oh man, they have an exoskeleton built. Now it's like we're going to have like Master Chief armor in the future, or like Crisis armor, since nanotechnology actually exists and is being developed right now. And there's all this really cool shit that's like in the near future that, like, you know, it's awesome. And the fact that the Ghost Recon games get like really implement that. I mean, I remember seeing an M8 carbine back in Ghost Recon 2, like on the cover. Everyone's like, whoa man, future gun, like the scars and all that stuff, the Scar L and Scar H. I remember seeing those in those games, and people were like, wow man, this is like, back then that was the future, right? And having like an eyepiece and all this really cool like warfighter stuff. And then Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter came out, and then it delved even more into the new technology, and that's basically what they've been doing. And the Ghost Recon games, I find, have the Special Forces unit that uses the closest, not far off technology, and you can always see it in every game. And then you can actually hear about it in real life being used, and it's like, holy shit, this is fucking sweet. But basically, the exoskeleton on the assault class, when you're using Blitz, like your ability, it allows you to sprint super fast, like unrealistically fast, to the point where it's like if you're on the opposite end of that if you're on the bad side of that shield, you're gonna get really pissed because it's really annoying to see a guy just charging at you and you're shooting at him. You know you can't do anything to him unless you like happen to clip him from the side or something, which even then it's difficult because he's just so damn fast. It's like, holy shit, you're trying to kill this guy, but he's like lightning speed. It's like turn on his Blackie power. No, that was racist. I apologize for that. But anyway. Continuing on, he basically just runs up to you, bashes you with his shield, you fall on your ass, and you can't do anything, and then he just looks at you and smiles and troll faces and shoots you in the face with his whatever gun he has. Maybe he'll just like slap his penis on your forehead or something, I don't know. But basically he just demolishes you, and it's really difficult to like survive that too. I mean, unless you have a teammate who's there to like suppress the guy and really get him to fuck off while you're on the ground recovering. Chances are, though, you're going to get completely killed, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it unless, you know, you're a recon guy like me, and you can cloak and disappear and sprint off into the abyss, and the guy's like, well, what the fuck, man, where'd he go? He's all, like, disappointed because he can't smash you in the face with a shield, and, yeah. But there's a lot of abilities you can get, and by a lot of abilities, I mean, I think there's 2 per class, and that's pretty much all you get, I think, and you don't unlock them right away, so I think you get them at, like, level 2. So you don't get them at level 1. Level 1's kind of just like, oh, you know, jump in, have some fun, get a feel for the game. And then you get your abilities and be a huge asshole with them, and then, you know, just kill people repeatedly like I'm doing right now. And it's fun. I can't even explain to you how great it is to be a recon guy with a submachine gun, silenced submachine gun, and you just cloak and you move in real quick on your enemy and you, like, shred them apart with, like, everything you got, and then you just cloak again, and then you get shot in the ass like that because you realize that there's a huge opening behind you and you get flanked. But yeah, it's a really good game. I'm really impressed with it. They did a good job. They still have a lot of improvements to make. I mean, I would like to see a graphics update because they're not the worst graphics ever, but they also aren't the best. And considering games like Blacklight Retribution are pushing the bar on the graphical aspect of free-to-play games, I'm pretty sure they can really push it more if they really wanted to, even though the game does look decent as it is. I mean, look at it. It's not you know, an incredibly terrible looking game, but it's not an incredibly amazing looking game. I'd also like to see them optimize it a little bit better, improve some of the optimization features, like so it runs a little bit smoother, because I noticed that even though I have a PC that clearly should be able to handle this game no problem, considering I can play Battlefield 3 on Ultra on a 64-man server, like, without an issue. Maybe a little bit of a frame rate drop you'll get here and there when the action gets really intense, but I mean, I can still play it relatively like good. And you know, stuff like that is like, it's just optimization. You know, no matter how good your hardware is, if the game isn't optimized like properly, it'll always play poorly. And it's kind of disappointing because you're like, well, man, I just dropped like a lot of money on this shit. What the fuck? And it's just, yeah, it sucks. There's one thing I have noticed though about this game, going back into like some of the mechanics here, that it's a free-to-play game, right? So I mentioned how I'm not sure if there is any timed items or not, because as far as I'm concerned, everything is like friggin' you purchase it, you have it permanently, even if you buy it with requisition points. And that guy tried to cloak and get away with from me, but that didn't work. But I know there's consumables in this game, and if you purchase grenades, you only get like I think 5 of them, and then that's like all you have for good. Like you don't get like any more grenades. It's not like you buy a grenade equipment pack and you get it permanently, right? It's like you buy grenades, and once you use them up, you have to go repurchase more grenades. Now, it's not a bad thing, because I mean, it's not like it's timed where, oh, I'm going to purchase a weapon and then I have it for 3 days or 1 day or anything. It seems it's more like I purchase a weapon, I have it forever, but I can buy attachments for it, and I have those forever. But the ammo types and special abilities I can get don't seem to last forever because they're consumable. So once you use them, right? It's not like I don't know, like any other FPS game where it's like, oh, okay, I use whatever it is I have, like I go and buy grenades, I'll always have grenades the next match. No, if you use all the grenades you have in one match, you have to repurchase more grenades. So I'm not really sure how they're trying to, like, to me it seems like they're not even trying to make money out of this game. It's weird, but again, it is a beta, I've said that 100 times, so I'm not entirely sure what their plans are, if they're going to actually make it so you have to like purchase, you know, items with real money. I'm pretty sure they're going to have exclusive premium items that you can only buy with real money. I know armor's pretty expensive. You can actually add armor perks, which you get when you unlock. You get these rare item cases. They look like an ammo box, and basically you use it, and then you can like, it unlocks a special perk type thing. So like you get these little abilities you can throw into your armor, like your health recharges faster. As you can see, it goes up very, very slow, and you know, there's like little things like that you can get. You can customize your armor pretty well, actually. It's pretty cool, the stuff you can do with it. It's not like in-depth like Rainbow Six or Blacklight or anything. It's just like, oh hey, you know, you get different vests, different hats, different helmets, different, you know, hoods, different, you know, shit like that. Nothing super in-depth, but it's still pretty impressive what they've done. I mean, I was really shocked. At first I was like, well, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was first playing it, I thought this was the weirdest shit ever. But I don't know, you learn to love it. And I like how they actually allow you to be able to change your fire mode too. A lot of games tend to not do that. Call of Duty, but you know, like, I don't know what it is with people that you can't change fire modes. Like, get out of here. You know, every Ghost Recon game you were able to change your fire mode, so I'm glad they kept that. You can actually switch over. You can shoot left-handed or right-handed. The default key would be Q. I changed it so it's a mouse button on my Razer Mamba, because like, I have extra mouse buttons. I gotta use them, right? I'm not gonna spend $130 on a mouse and be like, oh, well, I paid for the extra 2 buttons, right? No, but you know, like, I want to use those buttons. It's more convenient too, because I have like my switching fire mode on my mouse and my switch shoulder, so I can shoot left-handed or shoot right-handed, depending on what cover I'm in. That relates to what I was talking about for my paintball days, back when I played paintball. Basically, you know, like when you're shooting from, or if you're going to shoot on the left side of cover, you're going to shoot with your left hand, because it's all about exposing exposing as little as your body as possible. In the Army, they basically try to get a left-handed shooter to shoot in the left side of cover. If not, they still make you shoot like right-handed, even though, like, I know in the Canadian Forces we have like a rifle, our C7, which is pretty much an M16, but it's ambidextrous, right? So it's like you can shoot left or right. So like, I don't know, I would just switch shoulders if I'm going to shoot from left side of cover, because I'm not going to want to stick out my entire half of my left side of my body trying to shoot with my right, you know what I mean, like exposing all that. So if a round does happen to nail me, then fuck, it's going to hurt like a bitch, and I'd rather not get shot, right? So basically that's what you're doing right here, as you can see, like switching side to side. And there's also the Oracle, which Recon guys get, which I've never equipped because I only just remembered that now because I saw it. Basically it spots you and you can see guys through walls. You know, much like the past Ghost Recon games, you can see people through walls. Good stuff, right? But you get spotted by an Oracle. It's a nice warning right there you can see. And then I tried to cloak, but it didn't work. Guy still killed me. And yeah, What else is there to talk about? Man, this is a really cheesy, laid-back, not professional commentary, but whatever, guys. I hope you're enjoying it anyway. Trying to think of something else, like I mentioned. Yeah, the maps. They're huge. They're surprisingly big, actually, and it reminds me a lot of Joint Operations. If you guys have played that game from Nova Logic way back when, that was like the ultimate game. I still prefer Joint Operations over any Battlefield game, to be honest, just because it's so much more in depth, so much more realistic, and so much more just awesome. Plus 150 player online, like on like infinite sized maps. Anyway, whatever. Don't get me started on that game. But Joint Operations, like I noticed there's this thing. It's kind of like not Conquest, but it's a game mode where basically there's two teams that start on the far ends, right? And there's a certain amount of objectives that you own. And the game type is the same here, where you can see the top right of my screen, there's 5 objectives. So let's just say if this was Joint Operations, even in this, it's the same idea in this game. Basically, it starts off that we have Alpha and Bravo, they have Delta and Echo, and Charlie in the middle is empty. So we both try to go after Charlie, and then whichever one wins Charlie then tries to push him back to, say, Bravo or Delta. So I'll try to push him to Delta, they'll try to push me back to, you know, and so forth and so on. So like right now, we pushed all the way to their base. So now we're at, I believe it's at Echo. And we're pushing them all the way back here, trying to win this objective at their own base. And once we push them, that's the idea of the game type. It's a really fun game type, actually. It's a lot more, because it feels like like in Joint Operations, it was like flawless. Like it was such a good game type. It was like probably one of the best game types I've ever played in my life, to be honest. Especially with 150 man servers and big ass, like huge maps. And the cool thing about that game too was the fact that you were able to like create squads out of nowhere. And like you can get a bunch of guys to like get a freaking, not an ATV, but like one of those little dune buggy things, get a squad in there, have them go do their own mission while the main battle still rages on. So you can have them like flank all the way behind and steal one of the objectives at the back. So they don't even realize it. They're like, oh fuck, now they're attacking us from both sides. So it's like they can swing around Charlie and just go all the way back and take like Echo, and then come back up and take Delta, and then they're just like, oh shit, we got no bases now, man, they flanked us. Like, you know, you get like a really good team to do that, and like, or you can get multiple teams to do that, or get like an airstrike, or, I don't know, there's all kinds of really cool shit that you're able to do. All this is smaller, not nearly as big as Joint Operations, but my point is, the game type is the same. That was a very long explanation, I apologize for that, but you know, I gotta kill 20 minutes here, you know. Whatever, I said I was going to do a 20-minute commentary, but it ended up doing a 20-minute commentary anyway. Yeah. But that's a lot of gameplay there. I'll probably bring some more gameplay of Ghost Recon Online in the future. I won't make it as long. Usually what I tend to do is if a gameplay is like over 10 minutes and it's like really long like this video, I'll just leave it as a pure gameplay video. But if not, then I'll just commentate it, depending. Like right now I decided to commentate it because I haven't talked about this game at all. Like yet. This would be the first time, so that's pretty much that's the deal. That's the dealio with this game right now. Still a lot I gotta mention. I kind of just did this commentary spontaneously, so bear with me here. Obviously, if you've known me, you know I'm more organized than this. But yeah, so I'll bring you some more videos of Ghost Recon Online in the future, maybe with more details, because I know there's a lot of stuff to talk about that I haven't really covered in this video yet. Even though I had 20 minutes to talk, I still haven't covered it, just because I haven't exactly remembered what it is I want to mention. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway. Please remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Take care, guys.